How do the three levels of beliefs form unhealthy habits? Let's talk about mom life without overindulging, which I know sounds totally impossible. I'm Allison, the Healthy Mom Coach, and I help moms break free from overindulging in alcohol and sugar as a way to deal with daily stress and anxiety. My substance of choice was alcohol. We collect conditioned beliefs our entire life, some that keep us trapped or restricted in the way we live our lives. Since the beliefs we have formed since our childhood appear to be our normal, we never even consider how much of an impact they may truly have on our livelihood. Have you ever taken the time to dissect your beliefs and figure out where they have originated? Not only where they originated, but if they're actually true. Habits are developed because the action being performed is providing some sort of satisfaction, whether it is physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. When it comes to drinking alcohol or eating sugar, there are three levels of beliefs that overtake a person's desire to overindulge in that substance. The first level of belief that I'm going to go over is the belief at the level of substance. At the level of substance, there is something outside of you, alcohol, that is adding to your emotional experience. When you think of reasons why you drink, such as it helps me relax or it helps me feel like I'm being a better mom, you are relying on the substance to provide those benefits for you. But are they really making you more relaxed and mom of the year? Being able to relax and be a wonderful mother are things that human beings are wired to naturally do on their own without any interference. For me, one belief I had about alcohol was that it made me more outgoing at social events. When I broke down that belief, I realized that while it appeared that it did help me get out of my shell, it wasn't my authentic self, and it would always cause me to come too far out of my shell, leading me to say too much, something stupid that I regretted the next day, and basically having me wake up the next morning full of remorse that I probably made a total ass out of myself. I was living my life relying on a liquid in a glass to make me someone other than my genuine self that actually was not very impressive. The second level of belief I'm going to cover is the belief at the level of society. This belief is a bit more difficult to work through since it's constantly all around us. Most of my clients have a strong hold on this belief, and it is understood since there is so much social pressure. Think about it. Even since we were kids, there was social pressure to participate in or believe things that everyone else did, and children are much more impressionable at that stage. There is that belief to always go along with the crowd, to do things to fit in. We are human and don't like when we do not feel part of the tribe. Trust me, I get it. It is very uncomfortable to go against the grain. But when it comes to your health and well-being, what matters most? I had a really hard time with this the first time I quit drinking alcohol, and it led me to going back to drinking after just 7 months. I felt like I didn't fit in with my friends or society, and it was making me feel depressed and lonely. It wasn't until I accepted the fact that alcohol was not doing me any favors and was only deteriorating my life that I was able to push the social pressure aside and confidently identify myself as a non-drinker. I stopped following the crowd. I gave myself grace, and I felt firm in what is important to me and with living true to my values. It has helped me realize that it is actually more fun and satisfying to be the unique one instead of just being like everyone else. It also brought out courage that I never knew I had before and blossomed my self-respect, which is worth much more to me than binge drinking and beating myself up every weekend. The third level of belief are beliefs at the level of self. These are the toughest to tackle since they are direct beliefs we have about ourselves. What are the beliefs you have constructed about your identity? This goes all the way back to from when you were a child by observing your environment and how you were raised and continues into the present moment. You have lived a life full of millions of different experiences that help shape how you identify with yourself. Many, if not all of the beliefs we hold around self start with a story from our early life. Something that happened to us, something that was said to us, maybe even in a way that we misinterpreted. I always had the belief that I'm not good enough, which led me to the "who cares if I drink too much? I'm not good enough anyway" attitude, which explains a big part of why I continued to abuse my body and binge drink for so many years. Living your life around any of the three beliefs has caused deep neural pathways in your brain, which is why that belief is so true to you. It isn't until you start working on finding the source of the belief, breaking it down, proving that belief to be false, and shifting your mindset to the truth will you start to move in a much healthier direction with the relationship with yourself and your future. Taking time to break down your beliefs as to where they originated and why you believe them to be true can be a real eye-opener and help you start to create a life around what feels good to you. If you want help with this or want to learn more about my coaching, check out my website at thehealthymomcoach.com, where you can sign up for a free breakthrough session. I'll be back next week with another video, and in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your week.